Everybody. Can everybody hear me? Hello, good morning, everybody. Are you there? Hi. So this morning we are looking at a very simple topic. The topic is coordinate geometry. It is one of the topics that either you like it or you do not like it. You surely meet in WAEC, you meet in JAMB. Is that taken? So it does not matter if you are writing WAEC or you are writing UTME. What matters most is the fact that you understand this. And you look at me. Look at me. Forget about this. Is that taken? So for those who are viewing at home, nobody is there yet. I'm very sure of that. YouTube is not like TikTok that it will just suggest to every random person that, oh, these people are live. YouTube is not like that. It will be there maybe for some time. It will later turn to what people eventually watch. But for now, don't worry. Let us just face what. In case you are here and you have your friends who are writing UTME, are you with me? This is what we are going to do. We are going to do this under 10 minutes. They are writing UTME, they are writing WAEC. Quickly do this under 10 minutes. Bring out your phones. Yes, I want you to bring out your phone, please. If you have your phone with you, bring out your phone. Please do that, be fast. Hello, be fast, be fast. Go to your YouTube application, search for Academics. Are you with me? Share the link. Share it anywhere you want to share it so that we can start. If you don't have your phone with you, no problem. Now, the moment you share it, please just make sure you put the phone back in your pocket. And remember, while you are sharing, make sure you like. One person should watch to see what we are doing if we are not out of frame or we are not doing it wrong. Is that taking? So let us start. Have you done that? Let's be fast. Let's be fast. Please be fast. Don't waste time, oh. Oh yeah, be fast.
So I don't have data.
Be fast, see. Oh no.
I don't have data.
iPhone kilele. Olojukan. Be fast, be fast. Be fast, see, so that we can just move on.
Oh yeah, be fast, be fast.
Be fast. So just remember to share this. Just share this now, so that others can join. Is that taking? I don't want a situation where those who are in the physical class will be distracted in any way. Is that taking? So just share. Your friends who are not there will join. Is that taking? But then I will appreciate it if one person, yes, click on it. So, but then I will appreciate it if one person can just hold it all through, like just be doing it for us to know if we are. For us to know if we are in frame or we are out of frame, just make sure you share and you share this. What do you want? Is it clear enough? Is it loud and clear? Hello, please be fast. Is it clear enough? Is it loud and clear? And now? Please be fast. Good. Okay, please just share it. Be fast, be fast, be fast. Share it. In the next 3 minutes, we'll be through with this. Just make sure you share this. Share this on your status. Share it with your friends, maybe your group, your school group. Just drop it there so that we can start. Are you there? Okay. We have 2 minutes more. 2 minutes more to share. Share it in any group you find yourself on WhatsApp. Share it with your friends personally. Share it on your status. Be fast with it, please. Be fast with it. Please be fast with it. 1 minute more. Some seconds more. Broke big boy. Okay. Thank you so much. Let us start. No distractions, please. So please monitor it. So no distractions, please. Let us start. Are you with me? Okay, we are looking at coordinate geometry. Whenever we talk about coordinate geometry, some of you always think, it is just one big topic that I can't understand. It is very simple. The last time we met, we treated something related to coordinate geometry. I'm not talking about when we met, when we did set theory. Remember when we were told to look for the equation of a circle, right? Right? That is still part of coordinate geometry. And you remember very well, to find the equation of a circle, like I told you then, what did I say the formula is? I said r squared equals what? Equals what? X minus h squared plus what? Y minus k squared. This is equation of a what? Of a circle. But then for equation of a line, which is what we are going to start with for today, equation of a line will be y equals what? Equals mx plus c. Equation of a straight line. Is that taking? Are you with me? Are you with me? So this is equation of a straight line. The first one is equation of a circle. And we know that to get that equation of that r squared, the value of r squared, you know how we did it? We said this r squared here, for this equation of a circle, we said the r squared, if you have to write it this way, you are going to have it as what? X2 minus x1 squared plus what? Y2 minus y1 squared. This guy is the distance. If you want to just find the radius, just the straight distance, right? If you want to find the radius, this guy will just come here, right? This one will just come here to cancel this out. So this is distance of 2 points, distance between 2 points. Is that taking? So this is how to find the value of this guy, but we are not looking at this for today. We want to start from the very beginning, so that by the time we start, we'll be building on it gradually. We'll be building on it gradually. We are not going to do much, but by God's grace, by the time we are through with this, we would have discovered that we've done a lot. So now, let us start with this. Whenever you hear coordinates, what comes to your mind? Let us say we have a Cartesian plane. This is your x-axis, and this is your y-axis. Are you with me? This is your x-axis. Everything here is your x-axis. This is your y-axis. The middle here is called origin. It is where x and y are 0. Is that taking? The middle is the origin. Now, let us say I have this, I have this, I have this. Let's call this 1, 2, 3. Everything on this part is positive. For the x-axis, everything here, from here to this place, is positive. On the y-axis, let us say we have 1, 2, this x-axis rather, let's say we have -1, -2, -3. Everything here is negative. Are you with me? Everything on this part is what? Can you talk? Everything on this part is what? Negative. Everything here is what? Positive. Now, the same is applicable to y-axis. Let's say we have 1, 2, 3. Everything here is what? Positive. This is negative. This is positive. Everything here is positive, while everything under this will be what? Negative. -1, -2, -3. Is that taking? Now, these are the things to take note of. The first thing is, what do you call coordinates? Are you with me? What do you call coordinates? You must have seen this before. For example, this. Let us say we have A. What are the values in A? 2 and what? 2 and 1. This A is called a point. A is called what? A is called what? A is called what? And the values inside this are called coordinates. This these 2 here is x coordinates, while this one is what? Y coordinate. Am I making any sense? So you have the coordinates, two coordinates coming together to form a point. Is that taking? You have what? Two coordinates coming together to form a point. To form a... So here, if I am to represent this particular point, let us say I want to get this point on this Cartesian plane that I've drawn. What I will look for is, I will look for where x is 2. You can see this one is x, the first one is x, where x is 2. So where is x2? This place, right? You can see that. Then the other one, I will look for where y is what? Where y is 1. So where is y1? This place. So where they meet will be the point. You understand? The coordinates will meet at a point. Where they meet is the point. So this is the point, point A. And our point A is called, is what? 2 and what? And 1. Am I making any sense? We only need the knowledge of this to do other things that we are supposed to do. Is that taking? So this is a point, but what we have inside this point are called what? Can you please talk? What we have inside the points are called what? They are called what? Coordinates. Great. So, since we know that this is a point and what we have inside it is a coordinate, it then implies that if I am to write, let us say I have minus, for another point, let's say point B, minus 3 and 2. Minus 3 and 2. What does this mean? What does this mean? It means that we'll look for the value of x where x is what? Where x is what? Minus 3. So this is where x is minus 3. This is x as this, and this is where x is minus 3, right? We'll then look for the value of y, where y is what? Where y is what? 2. This is where y is 2. You can see y. This is where y is 2. So where did they meet? Where do they meet? They meet here, right? This is the point where they meet. So let us call that point B, and you call it minus 3 and what? Am I making any sense? Am I making any sense? So from here, you can see that in a way, if I am to join this line, this point and this point together, I'll get a line. Yes or no? I'll get a line. Am I making any sense? If I am to join this point and this point together, I will get a line. And that is what we are dealing with today. Equation of a what? Of a straight line. Y equals what? Mx plus c. So whatever you have here, still circumvent around y equals mx plus c. And then I will explain everything. Let us start. That is, if you have to look for the value of y, this m here is the gradient. M is the what? M is the what? If you don't want to call it gradient, you can call it slope. Are you with me? If you don't want to call it gradient, you can call it what? You can call it what? Slope. And you can see it is slope, isn't it? It is a slope. What you have here, you can see. If you have to look at this, let us say you have to position this bench the same way you have that. Let us say the bench is supposed to be the straight line like this. Are you with me? What you have there is like this. Yes or no? What you have there is like this. It is not like this. It is not like the straight line that you have on x-axis. So if you don't call it gradient, you call it slope. We are still going to see so many things that will open our eyes to see what they actually mean when they solve some things. Is that taking? So, but don't worry, I will take my time to explain everything. So, to calculate the gradient, which is the m, you can see that to an extent there is a change somewhere. To calculate this your m, which is the slope, this m here, to calculate it, you say your m, which is your gradient, is change in y over change in x. Change in y over change in what? X. Look at it. Initially, what was our y? This is, let us call this y1, right? You can see that there is difference between this. Okay, this is still the same thing, so we are not looking at this. Now this is y, this is y. You can see that there is a change. They are not the same. Am I making any sense? Are they the same? No. Now let us look at x. Are they the same? No. So there is a change. Now the change is what we calculate. Now to find this change here, this change will be y2 minus y1. That is change in y. The difference between the two y's that you have, y2 minus y1, will give you what? Will give you change in y. While you have for change in x, it will be what, everybody? Again. But from what I've given you, you don't know which one is y2, which one is y1. You don't know which one is x2, which one is x1. Are you with me? But whenever they give you a question, whenever you have a question, you will see it clearly that this is your y2, this is your y1. The point that they give first will always be your what? Your x1, y1. The point that they mention first will always be your what? Your x1 and y1. The point that they name next will always have your x2 and y2 in it. Is that taking? Is that taking? Do you understand? So now you know what coordinates are. You know what point is. Yes or no? You know what coordinate is. You know what point is. But then we have also seen what equation of a straight line is. This is equation of a straight line. Now DC is what? What do you call C? What did you call it? It will be your y-intercept. Is that taking? The C is what? It will always be a constant. It will always be a what? A constant. That is, it will not have anything attached to it. Not two. It is not 2x or 3x. It is just a number. Is that taking? While this one will be a number as well. This one will be a number. It could be a fraction. It could be an integer. Is that taking? And this x remains x. Now we can find the equation of a line whenever we are giving either. Please take note of this. You can find the equation of a line using two conditions. The first condition is that you'll be given a point and a gradient. What did I say? What did I say? You'll be given a point and a gradient. Once they have given you a point and they want you to find the equation of the line, you should know that in that question they would have given you a what? They would have given you a what? A point and a gradient. But in a situation where they did not give you a gradient, know that they will give you 2 points. What did I say? What did I say? They will surely give you 2 points. If you are not given a gradient, you'll be given 2 points. So from the 2 points, you will be left to find the what? To find the gradient. So before we move forward, let us see how to find gradient of. Let us see how to find gradient using, normally it will always be 2 points. So if you are given 2 points, you should be able to look for the gradient. Is that taking? So let us assume we have this. Now let us find the gradient of what we have here. Don't forget, from this you've already seen everything here will be x1, y1. Everything here will be what? Everything here will be what? Anything you have here. So this is your x1, this is your what? Y1, x2, y2. The same is applicable. So to find the gradient, once again, as I showed you earlier, how do you find the gradient? We said the gradient is what? Is the same as your m, right? And that is what? Change in over, which is the same as what? Minus y1 over what? So for the first question is what? P is what? 2 minus 4. And Q is what? Minus 3 and 5. So our Y2 from here is what? Everybody, our Y2 is what? Please talk, everybody. Our Y2 is what? So I will say 5 minus, that is my gradient. Just let me write it as M. 5 minus, that is 5 is our Y2. Minus what is Y1? 5 minus 4 over what is X2? Minus 3. And what is X1? Minus 3 minus 2. And that will give us what? 5 minus times minus. So 5 plus 4. 9 over what? Minus 5. So it is minus what? Minus 9 over 5. Is that taken? It is what? Minus 9 over 5. That is the gradient of this particular point. Do you understand? You are lost. Where are you lost? Look at this. Minus 3 minus 2 will give you minus 5. So in as much as you are having minus either here or at this place, it will affect everything. Is that taken? Do you understand? Do you understand? Are you lost? Now let us see number 2. The second one, what do we have here? For number 2, what do we have? The points, please. A is what? 1. What is B? 6. So, to find the gradient, you already know it is what? Change in Y over what? Which is the same as what? Everybody, please. Over. Now, what is our Y2 from this question? Again. Y1. Minus 1 minus 2 over what is our X2? X1 minus 1. Is that taking? So our gradient will be what? Minus 3 over 5. Is that taking? Is that taking? Do you understand? Good. Now let us move to the last one. And the last one, I want you to do it by yourself. Everybody start. Please be fast. So let us do number 3 together. So let us do number 3 together. So now 3, we have the point. R is what? Minus 2, 0. And our S is what? 4 minus 2. Right? So our R here will now be what? So our gradient chart will be what? Changing what? Over changing what? And that will be what? Over. Right? So what is our Y2? Remember, this is your X1, Y1, X2, Y2. So don't forget. So our Y2 is what? Minus 2. What is Y1? Minus 0, right? Minus 2, minus 0. What is X2? And this is what? 4 minus 2. So that will give you what? Minus 2 over 6. And that is what? Minus 1 over 3. That is your gradient. Is that taken? That is your gradient. Another thing you should also see, please be fast. You already know how to find your gradient. Please commit that to your heart. Nobody is going to take it away from you. But another thing is, you should be able to plot the points on your Cartesian plane. Is that taken? Some of you, if you are asked, for those of you who are writing WAEC, you'll be given the points. Oh yeah, now, let us get the lines after you've been given the points. Some of you cannot do it. I've done it earlier when I started, so I want you all to do it now. I'll give you, from what we have here, you are going to draw a Cartesian plane for each of them. You are now going to to plot all these points, one after the other. Is that taken? Is that taken? So please quickly do that. Be fast with it. Oh yeah, be fast. Make sure you write this after you written this, then do what I ask you to do. But then I'll do this. I'll do number 1 as an example for you. That is this. Is that taken? I'll do it as an example for you. By God's grace, when next we meet, we are going to use graph. Hopefully, I would have got a graph board. Is that taken? We are going to use a graph book to plot the points and to do everything so that when you get into the exam hall, you know the right measurement to use. You'll not be doing anything you feel like doing. But for the sake of this class, just because we didn't prepare for that, what we are going to do is we are just going to plot this hypothetically. Is that taken? We are going to plot this hypothetically. Is that taken? So please be fast with that. Yes? Different graphs, please. Please be fast with it. Okay, you should be through with that one. Can I clean this now? Let us start with the first one. So what do I want to do now, everybody? I want to plot the values of your coordinates. Look at the values of your coordinates. Now here, we can see that the smallest number we have is -4. Can you see it? The smallest number we have here is what? So it then means that for my y-axis, I must draw the y-axis to the point I must be able to identify -4, where I must be able to put -4 effortlessly. Now for the x-axis, the biggest number is what? The biggest x-axis, the biggest number is 2, and the smallest number is -3. While the biggest number here on the y-axis is what? 5. So if I were to plot that, this is what I will have. I'll just try as much as possible to start from, since I know that I still have -4, I can just do this. -1, -2, -3, -4. And here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you had your graph book with you or your graph sheet with you to plot, you would have known where to put it. Is that taken? You would have known the unit, the meter, the measurement, and every other thing. But for now, let us still solve this. Let us still do this hypothetically. So this is our x-axis. So for the x-axis, the biggest number we have there is what? 2. So it does not matter. We can just say 1, 2. And the smallest number, -3, right? -1, -2, -3. Now let us pick the first point. What is the first point? 2, right? 2 and what? -4. So we look for where x is 2. This is where x is 2. And this is where y is -4. Where do they meet? They meet here. This is the point where they meet. That is point what? That is point what? That is -3 and 5, right? So for point P, we have 2 and -4. This is where they meet. This is the point. Is that taken? Now let's look at point Q. Point Q is what? -3. X-axis -3, right? -3. And y-axis is what? 5. So this is -3 and this is 5. Where do they meet? They meet here. Is that taken? Is that taken? Now we have to do what? We have to connect the line. Normally we are not supposed to draw these dots. Is that taken? But just for you to understand that this is what we are doing. Is that taken? So this is what we have here. Now are we through with this? No, we are not through. We've not written the points for Q. Point Q. Point Q is what? -3 and 5. Now if we are to calculate the gradient using this graph, what are we going to do? Now please take note of this. Are you with me? Are you with me? Take note of this. Your graph can face 2 different directions. It can be positively sloped or what? Negatively sloped. When your graph is positively sloped, the line will be going up. Are you with me? When your graph is positively sloped, the line will be what? And your gradient will be under this. Your gradient will be under this. This will be your change in y, and this will be your change in x. Is that taken? Your gradient will be under that line. But don't forget, this is for positively sloped graph. And it can be negatively sloped. This is when it is negatively sloped. This is when it is negatively sloped. Look at it. It will come down like this. Are you with me? It will do what? Don't forget, your gradient will be here. Is that taken? For positively sloped. But for negatively sloped, it will come down. Your gradient will be up here. Is that taken? Your gradient will be up here. This will be your change in x, and this will be your change in y. That is from here to here, change in y, because it follows the y-axis. From here to here, change in x, because it follows the x-axis. And your gradient, everything around here. Is that taken? This is for a straight line. Gradient of a straight line. So now, for this particular one that we have here, since it is what? Is it positively sloped or negatively sloped? Talk to me. Is it positively sloped or negatively sloped? So where will be the gradient? Up, right? So we are going to, I think I have to clean this. We are going to connect these two together by simply doing this. Don't worry. Is that taken? Everything here will be your what? Everything here like this will be your what? Everything here. You know this is x-axis. So this is your change in x. And everything here will be your what? Change in y. How do you calculate this? Are you with me? How do you calculate this? You calculate it by counting from here upward. The value you get from here upward, you now place it. You know this is change in y. You now place it over the value you count from here to this point. So from here you have what? You know we started from here. So it will be 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it going to be that, or it is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Which of the two? It will be 5. 1, 2, 3. Okay, sorry. From here, this is the beginning, the starting point. So this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the starting point. Are you with me? So it will now be what? From here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is your change in x. So your change in x is what? It should be change in y over change in x. But your change in x is what? Your change in x is what? Now let us count for y. For y, we started from here, right? This is the starting point. So we go. Everybody, let's go. How many people do we have here? Everybody, let's go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
9. But please take note of this. This is another thing that you have to be very, very careful of. The graph already is showing you that it is negatively sloped. But after we've counted, did we count anything minus something? But how do we know? And you know that if you do not put that negative sign, if you fail to put it, you miss it. Do you know? How do you know that it has to be negative? That is, it is from the slope. If it is negatively sloped, you put minus. If it is positively sloped, you leave it that way. Do you understand? Now that it is from up coming down, whatever you get, just put minus. Did I make any sense? Did I make any sense? Can you try the other two? Oh yeah, try the other two. Please be fast, be fast. Please be fast with it, be fast. Be fast with it. Oh, a question. Let me see.
Now, in a situation where that stuff that you give us, we have more than
You have
like, for example, like this is 5 now. We have like, go to the graph, we have like 6, 7.
you must carefully calculate it to include whatever you have in it. You understand? So you are not just limiting it to 5. You must go beyond 5 when you are given, if that is what you are given. Please be fast. Be fast, be fast, be fast. Do you understand? Oh yeah, be fast, be fast, be fast. You are doing well. Oh yeah, be fast. So once you are through, let me know. Let us go to number 2. Or you are just doing number 2. Please be fast, be fast. Be fast. Are you through with everything? You don't know what to do. Oh yeah, work, Joe, try. So for this number 2, everybody let's look up. For this number 2, I'm going to write it here. We are using, what are we doing here? We are using what? We are using graph to find the gradient. So we are learning 2 things. How to plot the graph and how to find the gradient using graph, not using formula. You understand? So yeah, For the number 2, the points are point A, 1 and 2. Point B is what? 6 minus 1. Right? So what are we going to do? We have to look at, for this x, we have the biggest number here is what? 6. For the y, the smallest number is 1. So everything about x is positive. Is that taken? So what that means is, if I'm to draw it, I don't necessarily need to draw additional line around here for x, because we don't have what? We don't have negative x. Is that taken? We don't have negative x. But do we have negative y? Yes. So the negative one is, the smallest number here is what? Is 1. So I can just draw it this way. My origin, negative 1. And the biggest number on y is what? The biggest number is what? So this will be 1 and this will be 2. For my x, the biggest number is what? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that taken? There is nothing here. Do you understand? There is nothing here, so I don't need to write anything on the negative side of x-axis. Is that taken? So what do I do from here? This is my x1, y1, x2, y2. I don't need all this for now. All I just need is the point. Yes or no? If I were to find it using the formula, that is when I need x1, y1. So from here, what do I do? Everybody, I'll just look for the value of x here. The value of x is 1. And when x is 1, y is what? Y is 2. So this is where they meet. Yes or no? They meet here. Right? So you call this point what? Point A, 1 and 2. Now our point B, when x is 6, here. Can you see it? Made it okay. When x is 6 here, y is what? Y is what? Minus 1. So when x is 6, y is minus 1. 6 minus 1. They will meet here. Point B, 6 minus 1. We connect the line together, yes or no? Let's connect. It has to be a straight line, don't mind me. Is that taken? It has to be a what? A straight line. So the gradient will be up here, yes or no? Don't mind me for now. The gradient will be up here. This will be your change in y, and this will be your change in x. From here to here is change in x. You can see it is not starting from here. It is starting from here. So we start counting from here. So it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So our change in x is what? 5. Change in y, we start from here. 1, 2, 3. Am I making any sense? Do you understand? This is the starting point. So I will not start counting from here. I'll start counting from the next one. This is, you can see, starting point is 1. So I'll start counting from here. 1, 2, 3. This is the starting point. Are you with me? I will not start counting from here. I'll start counting from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So my change in y is what? Everybody, my change in y, 1, 2, 3. Change in y equals 3. Are you with me? Now my change in x will be what? Right? Now, look at the slope. Is it positive or negative? Positive or negative? I'll put minus here because it is negatively sloped. Now, when we solved it using the formula, what did we get? Talk to me. Minus 3 over 5. That is when we use the formula. Is it different from what we have here? No. Is that taken? If you are to use the formula and you are using it very well, this is what you are going to have. If you understand this very well, you notice that you are still doing the same thing. So normally I should not be having, hey, this is what I should never clean. I shouldn't clean this, but I can clean this just for us to have a clear picture of what we have there. Is that taking? I'm with you. Yes? Feel free to talk.
I'm doing like this number 3, and it said -2 on the x-axis and 0
Where is your x-axis?
here,
Uh-huh.
and 0 on y-axis. Like, what
It will be on this place. Go. The middle. Wait, -2. Y-axis. It will be here. It will be here. Uncle, it will be here. It will be here. Okay, let us do the last one. Hello. Do you understand what we are doing? Do you understand what we are doing? Let us do the last one. Can I clean this? You've not done number 3. Oh yeah, be fast with it. Please be fast with this so that we can move on. Oh yeah, be fast. Oh yeah, sharp. We're almost there. Look at how this one is doing. Oh yeah, be fast. Yeah, sorry, be fast. What is wrong with Brian? What have you done since? Hmm? Right. Okay, for number 3. Hello, for number 3. I know that the smallest number for x-axis is -2 and the biggest number is 4, right? The smallest number for y is what? -2 and the biggest value for y is 0. It means at the top we won't really have much. Is that taking? So I have -1, -2. And for y-axis, I have -1, -2 as well. -1, -2. For x-axis, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that taking? Now for pointer, when x is -2, y was 0, right? When x is -2, y was 0. So this is the point. Is that taking? Now and you call this pointer. I'm with you. Because of what? Why? It is not, see, It is not going up. It is not coming down. It is still flat. Why did we? Why can they meet in 0? If they are meeting in 0, this is not value of x. This is not the true value of x at that point. This is the value of x. X is what? -2 here. But y is not 1, is not 2, y is 0. So this is where y is 0. At this point, x and y are 0. So if x is -2 here, y is not up, is not down. So it will meet on this line. Does that make any sense to you? Do you understand? Now, for the second point is what? X is 4, y is -2. You can see 4, x is 4, but y is -2. Where do they meet? They meet here. You can see. This is where they meet. If y was -1, they will meet here. Abi? If y was 0, they will meet here. Do you understand? Do you understand now? If this is where they meet, x is -4, x is -4 here, and y is what? -2 here. That is why they meet here. If y was -1, they will meet here. Yes or no? If y was 0, they will meet here. Do you understand? So, let us write this s, that will be what? 4 and -2. Now we connect the points together. So connecting the points, everything is still positively sloped, negatively sloped, right? So connecting the points, the gradient will not be here. Yes or no? So we don't need this. We don't need this. So the gradient, this will be our change in y, and this is our change in x. Is that taken? So now let us count from the starting point. So you have 1, let's go, 1, 2. Is that taken? That is changing what? Our n, change in y over change in x. Our change in y is what? From here. 0, right? You don't start from here. So this will be 1, 2, because this is where they meet. Abi? Now for change in x, this is the starting point. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it will be 2 over 6. But because it is negatively sloped, it will be what? So that will be what? -1 over 3. 2 here, 1, 2 here, 3. Do you understand? Do you understand? Good. So we have come to the end of this part. We shall continue next time. Yes, that is good.